Hello, I thought I'd post my video on the after the ACDF surgery, as other people's videos were so very helpful and comforting for us that had the surgery pending and was wondering what it was going to be like. I had my surgery on Halloween of 2016, just about 2 weeks ago now, and kidded the surgeon not about any trick-or-treats, of course. After the surgery, it was about a 3-hour surgery, started at 3, ended around 6 p.m. That night, throughout the night, the next morning, I never had to touch the Dilaudid button at all, not even any acetaminophen. Before I went home that morning, I did ask for a couple of acetaminophen just for the ride home, just in case I got bounced around a little bit. Post-surgery getting home, no pain at all, no pain after surgery, that's why I didn't hit the Dilaudid. And all throughout the last 2 weeks, I've just had one little tight spot in my neck that I do take an acetaminophen like maybe once a day, just take the edge off of it. I see the surgeon next Tuesday. Originally he said I was going to be off work for 6 weeks, so we'll see what he says next Tuesday. I'm thinking that the way I'm progressing with no pain at all, that I should be able to get released for work fairly soon. The tingling in my left hand, completely gone right after surgery. Tingling in my right hand, numbness in my right hand. Tingling up my right arm, up into my shoulder area, is all but gone. Still some tingling sometimes in my hand, my right hand. Still have a lot of numbness in my thumb, index finger, and middle finger. But the way my spinal cord was really collapsed, he says it could be a year before we know if I get any of those feelings back. The feeling for hot and cold came back right away. So even if the numbness doesn't come back in my fingers, I can live with that, of course. But I really wanted to thank everybody for their videos. They were really helpful. On the collar, I was given it a week before surgery and stressed that I should wear it. Because I was going to be living in it 24/7 for the next 6 weeks. So I wore it driving a car to and from work. Did have the wraparound mirror and fisheye lens or fisheye mirrors on my car. So I could see all the way around me to change lanes. It was not a problem. Wore it at work. Really got used to the collar, slept in it. So when I came home from surgery, it was an easy transition. Strongly suggest if you get the collar ahead of time to wear it for a few days beforehand, because it is kind of cumbersome to begin with, but after a while you can really get attached to it. People suggested getting some throat lozenges. I could see where that would help if you were having problems. I never had that problem. For the first 4 or 5 days I was having a little bit of discomfort swallowing, but within 4 or 5 days that went away. I have no restrictions on swallowing now at all. Very nice. Other people suggested, because of the knots you get in your shoulders, which you do, to use the, I think it's called the Body Back Buddy, Body Back Buddy, yep, and I'll get a picture of it here. That really helps for breaking up the knots on your shoulders when you're sitting around and nobody's around to massage your shoulders for you. So that's really helpful. I am still clearing my throat a lot. Not from raspiness, it just feels a little bit of a restriction. And I think that'll go away. I still have a little knot on the front of my throat. I get the steri strips off next Tuesday, but when I was kind of looking at it, looks like it's a little bit swollen yet, so I guess why I'm still having a little difficulty, not swallowing, but just having to clear my throat a lot. So again, I just wanted to thank everybody a lot for their prior videos. I wasn't concerned at all before the surgery. My surgeon does lots of these neck and lower neck surgeries week in and week out for the past 8 years and has had no complications. As soon as I came out of surgery, I had my voice, I could swallow. What surprised me was not having any pain, and it did him too. When he came to my bedside on Tuesday morning to remove the suction tube out of my neck, he looked at the machine and saw it was at 0, and he asked if the Dilaudid dispenser had been changed during the night. And I told him no, that I hadn't hit the button at all and had no acetaminophen. And he did make the comment. He says, I think you're one of the few people that has almost zero pain post-surgery. But I had my Achilles tendon repaired in February of this year and took like 2 or 3 oxycodones over like a 3 or 4 day period, and they just went on acetaminophen. In 2011, I had my lower back surgery, and again, 2 or 3 acetaminophen, and then just went on acetaminophen. So I think I said acetaminophen, but 2 or 3 oxycodones, and then I went on acetaminophen. So I don't know, maybe I've got a high tolerance to pain, but if you're worried about this surgery, don't. Find a good surgeon, do a lot of research. I asked him if he was going to be doing the electrode probes all over my head and arms and everything before surgery, and he said yes. And pre-surgery, a technician came in and spent about 20 minutes with me explaining all the electrodes, how I was going to have little holes in my wrists and across my forehead and everything from all the sensors, which post-surgery, yep, they were there. But so just find a really good surgeon that does a lot of these surgeries and relax. Don't worry about it. If you do have pain, there'll be meds to help you with that. But for me, no pain. Just this one hitch in my neck, but it feels like it's on the area next to the last vertebrae. I had the C5, 6, and 7 done, and this feels like probably C7 at the edge of it, and it feels like I just need a chiropractic adjustment to release a knot is more like what it feels like. Excuse me. No problem sleeping. Went on a soft food diet for the first week just in case. My niece made a whole lot of really good tasting soft foods for me for that week, and went through those, and looking forward to getting out, because he said stay out of cars for at least 2 weeks, so I'm still homebound yet. But I'm really looking forward to a big burger or a big steak or something when he finally gives me the green light to get out on my own and start driving again. So again, I wanted to thank everybody ahead of time for your videos. They were really helpful, and hope this video might help others. If you're in the pain and you got the tingling in your arms and dropping stuff, all the normal things that go on with this prior to surgery, relax, find a good surgeon, and just follow their instructions, and you'll do just fine. Thanks again. Bye-bye.